We are live, and I believe we are in the group, and
I will just confirm that. But what's going on, guys? Super excited for our guest today, and he's just incredible person. Chad, I'm going to let you take over while I just want to check we're live in the group.
So, Seth, we're so excited to have you here, and thank you for clearing this period of time for our potential clients and amazing people in the coaches group, and then all the other people that are watching this in the future from whatever amazing page. Make sure to watch all of them. They're awesome. This one's going to be, so stay tuned. So, Seth, here we go. Tell us what you do, who do you work with, what's the results you get, and all that good stuff.
Okay, so hey, I'm Seth Santoro. I am an intuitive coach and an author. And let's see, I work with CEOs and business owners to reframe their minds, own their present, and build a better legacy. What does that really mean? I help them break free from their past and all their stuff in their past, re-engage in their present, and then build a better future for themselves and everyone around them. But I can only say that with you guys because of you guys, because that took a lot of time to come to that.
So
messaging.
Thank you.
Lots of surveys, lots of friends saying this and that, you know. Did I answer your questions? I think
that was perfect. So let's paint the picture. Where did you, okay, so we met on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So paint the picture. What was life like for Seth before that message, and what was going on then?
So it was about three and a half weeks ago, something like that. I was in a bad spot, and I'm a very positive person all the time. I even wrote a book called How I Learned to Smile from the Inside. I mean, this is, what I do, right? So I was having a downer moment, and I was getting to a place where I'm the type of person who gets worried about 3 or 4 months out. So I was realizing, oh my God, money is dwindling, and I don't want to take anything from finances or savings or anything. So I then was just I felt desperate. I was looking for clients. I was looking for consulting clients because I also work with companies and do the same intuitive coaching with kind of their HR groups and mentoring CEOs and that sort of stuff. So I was not in any space to receive anything really. And then all of a sudden I see this little note or message from Holly, and she's like, hey, I work with, transformative coaching. What are you doing? And I was like, oh, this is cute and cool. So it was like, it really, and no offense, but it was so kind of, it was just happened at the perfect timing. And it was just so unassuming and so like, hey, I might have something for you. And so it took me a couple of days. She actually checked back with me and was like, hey, have you taken our survey yet? And I was like, no. So then I went and did it. And then I had a call with you. I was very resistant. I think I even lashed out the first time because you're like, sounds like you need some foundation work. And I'm like, I've spent thousands of dollars, on this foundation work, right? And it wasn't until I saw your the model that you guys have, the 3, is that the genius model, or that I realized, holy shit, I don't really have my foundation down. So, but I was very resistant, and I wasn't, and to spend the amount of money I spent on the case study, was a big thing because it wasn't my last money, it wasn't my last dollars, but it was a huge thing. I spoke to my husband about it. He's like, I don't know. And, and we're intuitive. So we kind of felt into it, and he's like, they're going to offer you stuff and it's going to be great for you. And anyway,
So let's talk about that. I love talking about that because this comes up all the time, and I feel like you dealt with it really well, and everybody else completely shits the bed. So if you are watching this and you're looking to invest into a program with awesome people, and
your spouse may not be quite on board with it, how did you overcome that? Kind of share your story and maybe give some inspiration to others, because I know for sure that you're not the only one that's ever gone through that. I see it all the time.
How did I overcome it? Oh.
Yeah, how did you handle that?
So the most amazing thing was you guys let me kind of deal with my stuff on my own, right? I had to have some money conversations with myself. I had to have, what do I really, really want in my life? And that's the transformation of these people that I'm working with. And I mean, let's be honest, just earning, I never want to go back to having a full-time job. I hate the word JOB. Even though I was in HR for like 15, 20 years, I hate the word JOB, right? So the impetus and the desire and the want was just way too much to never have to go back to a job. And I wanted to work with you guys because I knew it would take some time, obviously, to set this all up. But 60 days, the program I joined, was the perfect amount of time. I was like, okay, good, because by the end of that, then I'll start getting clients. And but a lot has changed since that moment.
You kind of, yeah, it was interesting because I think it was like the first week you came into the program and were like, okay, cool. At least he bought into the idea of getting his foundations down, because we knew that, like, you know, you said you're like, I done all this foundation work.
Done this. I don't need this.
I don't need foundation. That's actually good. That's really good. Okay, so then you're like, okay, maybe I do after watching the model that we're going to show in a minute here. And then you're like, okay, so I'll work on that, and then maybe by the end you'll get a couple clients, which would be
maybe,
right? But what was like first week or so, you already landed, maybe second week, you already landed your first client?
Yeah, the second week, it was the end of the second week. So I literally, I think we spoke on a Friday and then a Tuesday, and then I joined, you know, that Wednesday. And then literally within a week, I had an offer to work as a consultant with this company. And it was like, not just once or twice, it was the next 4 to 5 months of my life, which, you know, was like 12.5 grand a month or something at least. Right. And that literally, and I just want to say that the energy that I put into you guys, and then the energy that you gave me back.
Did that again.
What happened?
Let me see if, I can't share it.
Yeah, so that's what's happening.
We shared this in our case study group, so
hey Thomas.
We were getting, hey Thomas, what's up? So we're getting messages.
Oh no.
I'm gonna pause this. Hold on.